Hello, this is Steve with Fap Turbo Review.net. Here are the Fap Turbo results for week number 2. First off, we are trading in a demo account, and the reason for that is we want to make sure Fap Turbo software works, and we want to work out all the bugs in our demo trading. We did have a couple of bugs this week, which Dan will go into, but overall the trading results have been extremely positive, especially the scalping system. And again, Dan will go into that in his review of the trading. Another thing I want to mention is feel free to give this website out, FAPTurboReview.net. If you know anyone in Fap Turbo that wants weekly results, feel free to give FAPTurboReview.net out to your friends. If you'd like to order the product, you can do so at FAPTurbo.org. There is currently a $10 discount at FAPTurbo.org. If you go to FAPTurbo.org and you look around their sales page a little bit, and then you go up to the top right and click on the X at the top right, a little screen will pop up asking you if you want a $10 discount, which would make the product $139. Last week we talked about the price possibly going up on Monday, which it did. It went from $97 to $149. This discount, again, if you go to FAPTurbo.org and you click on the X button on the top right, a screen will pop up asking you before you leave, do you want a $10 discount? And you can buy the Fap Turbo course at that point for $139. Now, if that screen doesn't pop up for you, Fap Turbo may have taken it off temporarily, but something to keep in mind as well. The Forex hosting package, we did get a email from them this week. We have not set it up as of Friday evening. We wanted to get this week results in before we moved it over, so we'll have an update for you on that next week. But I'll let Dan get into the trading results. But again, if you'd like to order and demo trade alongside us, go to FAPTurbo.org. And if you'd like to have the weekly results, you can sign up for the weekly results at FAPTurboReview.net. This is Steve, and Dan will take care of the trading results here in just a second. Have a great week.
Hi, this is Dan with your weekly update on the Fap Turbo. Let's go right to the charts and see what happened this week. I want to first focus in on the Euro Pound and the Euro Swiss franc. Those are the two pairs that we are doing the scalping trades on. And if you notice, there are no markings in their charts. They're the top two charts on the screen right now. I'm going to move them all the way over. That pretty much shows you what happened this week. There were no trades. Now, the reason there are no trades, I believe, is because of the way I have the long-term trades set up. Because during the week we had 5 trades open almost the whole time. I don't think there was room, or that the program allowed it to open up any of the short-term trades. So for the official account, we won't have any short-term trades to report this week. However, I do have another demo account running on a different broker, and I'm going to show you what happened with them, because I think it's important if you're deciding whether or not to go with the software to see what's happening. Now let's take a look at the long-term trade. That would be the lower chart on the screen. Now normally when you run the software, it has to be on the 1-minute chart. I've condensed it to the 15-minute chart so I can show you the whole week. I can show you what happened. If you remember, at the end of the first week, we had 5 open trades. Well, what happened as soon as the markets opened was that the program closed them. It turns out that in the Fap Turbo there is a setting which, as it is set, will close all trades at the end of the month. Over the weekend, obviously, we changed to December. And so it immediately closed all of those trades. I had actually known about this ahead of time, and I thought I had changed it, but obviously I hadn't. So it immediately closed those trades, and then within a couple of hours opened up 5 more trades. And as I move this over, you will see that most of those trades stayed in for the whole week, except, as you can see, right towards the end, it actually did close out 2 trades. So we had 2 trades in the long term that were both positive. Let me open up the actual trades through the account history so you can see what actually happened with these trades. Here is the record of the trades for the week. Now I currently have them sorted by the time that they closed. I think that's easier to take a look at and to discuss, especially this week. Now, as you can see, the first 5 trades that were open over the weekend closed. But then during the week, it actually had 2 more trades close. Both of those trades closed at the target of 140 pips. I think it's important to look at the total pips that were made, not at the dollar profit. When I set this up, I used a lot of the defaults, and unfortunately right now it chews up a lot of equity when it opens up trades. And so it might open up trades at different sizes, which will affect the profit. Obviously, when you open up your own account with real money, if you should choose to do that, you can set how much you're going to risk. And if this was real money, I wouldn't be risking that much of my equity for these trades. So the size of the trades would be equal. And so it's more important to me to look at the pips that are being made. And I can convert that to profit based on the size of the account that I'm going to open. So what happened this week in the long-term trades is it closed out 2 trades at a profit of 140 pips each, which I think is phenomenal. Here is the second demo account that I opened up after I opened up the first one. The reason I'm showing you this is because this one does not have long-term trading in it. This only has the scalp strategy. And since the other demo account stopped using the scalper strategy this week, I want to show you how well that strategy is working. These results won't be used though in our final analysis of how well the software works. And as you can see, there's been quite a few trades done, and I'm going to have to pan down so you can see all of the trades. And let me give you the final results on these trades. During the first week, it had 10 trades with a total profit of 55 pips. And on the second week, or this week, it's had 26 trades with 154 profit in pips. So that's a total of 36 trades and 209 pips, which again I think is just an awesome result. So to summarize, our official results for the FAP Weekly, the scalping results for week 2, there's been no trades. Overall, we've had 15 trades, 14 winners, for a total of 70 pips. For our long-term results, in this week we had those 5 open trades closed at the very beginning of the week. During the week it closed 2 trades for a profit of 280. We currently have 5 open trades that are at minus 287 pips, so the weekly total is minus 322 pips. Overall, we've had 10 closed trades for a profit of 385, and then when you subtract the 5 open trades of minus 287, our total right now is at 98 pips. I'm really looking forward to see what happens this coming week with long-term trades. Thank you for listening to my weekly update on the Fap Turbo, and we'll do this again next week.